Afternoon, we continue to track a major traffic alert. A busy Lexington road remains closed in both directions 7 hours after a crash. Police say a tractor trailer hit a utility pole on North Broadway at West 6th Street around 9 this morning, knocking live wires down onto the road and knocking out power to hundreds of people. WKYT's Jordan Valines is live with the latest in our top story at 4.
To many of the KU customers here along North Broadway, but there are still hundreds without power right now. And as you can see here behind me, crews are still working to get that utility pole fixed. Now, this heavily traveled stretch of North Broadway has been blocked off since around 9 this morning, and folks living and working in the area say they lost power around 11. Crews spent most of the morning working to stabilize and replace the utility pole that was hit by a truck, causing some live power lines to hang lower than normal, which can be extremely dangerous. Emergency crews have since fixed those power lines, and now the most pressing issue is how much longer it will take until power is restored to everyone in this area.
What happens if it got cold? See, you ain't got no heat or nothing. And you can't run no hot water because there ain't no hot water. Can't turn the stove on because it ain't going to heat up.
Now, we also spoke with businesses in the area about how today's power outage has affected them, and you'll hear from them coming up tonight at 5 o'clock. Live in Lexington, Jordan Valines, WKYT.
Police have opened up some of North Broadway outbound to reroute drivers. A Lexington murder suspect who's been on the run since the summer is behind bars this afternoon in Arizona. The U.S. Marshals Service says agents captured 30-year-old Jeffrey Morris in Glendale. Police say he shot and killed Anthony Carter on Chestnut Street back in June. A warrant was issued for his arrest in July. Carter's death was the first of 4 murders in June. Police have not yet made an arrest in the other 3. The balance of power in the nation's capital has shifted for President Obama's last 2 years in office. Led by Kentucky Senator Mitch McConnell's win, Republicans took control of the U.S. Senate and added to their majority in the House. Mark Albert has the latest.
President Obama called Senator Mitch McConnell to congratulate him. The Kentucky Republican is expected to become the new majority leader. He is promising to end the gridlock in Congress that has frustrated Americans.
We're going to pass legislation. Some of it he may not like, but we're going to function. This gridlock and dysfunction can be ended.
Republicans picked up at least 7 Senate seats currently held by Democrats, including North Carolina, which had the nation's most expensive Senate race.
$111 million. We didn't bend, we won.
The GOP also added at least 10 seats in the House of Representatives, which could turn out to be the largest House Republican majority since 1948. Republicans also won at least 24 of 36 races for governor. New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, a potential candidate for president in 2016, told CBS this morning President Obama is going to feel the pressure now that Republicans control both the House and Senate.
Any of the real tough issues have never made it to the president's desk because they went to the Senate to die. And I think that won't happen now.
President Obama will get a taste of the new reality when he meets with congressional leaders at the White House Friday. Mark Albert for CBS News, Washington.
And this afternoon, President Obama said the Republican victories in the midterm elections yesterday are a sign Americans want Washington to get the job done. The president also said he would enjoy sharing some Kentucky bourbon with Senator Mitch McConnell. We're working on a number of other stories for WKYT starting at 4:30. Amber Philpott joins us from the newsroom with a look at some of the news in progress. Good afternoon, Amber.
Good afternoon to you, Jennifer. A bold robbery today at a Central Kentucky business where some store employees were tied up. Kentucky State Police say the robbery happened shortly after 11 this morning at the Cash in a Dash store in Irvine. They say a man went into that store and was initially interested in selling some jewelry. Troopers say the man then pulled out a pistol and robbed the store. The store's owner tells us that the man tied up 2 of her workers, and when the suspect took off, one of the employees was able to get free and call for help. Coming up on WKYT News at 5, you're going to hear more from that business owner. And there was an upset last night in the Georgetown mayor's race where the incumbent lost by a razor-thin margin. Tom Prather defeated incumbent Everett Varney by just 21 votes. Prather is a former Georgetown mayor. By state law, a margin that close will trigger an automatic recanvass. Coming up on WKYT News at 4:30, you're going to hear from the current mayor of Georgetown and the mayor-elect. That is a look at just some of the news that's in progress. Jennifer, back to you.
Thanks, Amber. General Motors has a new incentive to get owners of recalled vehicles to get them fixed. What the automaker is offering next in WKYT Money Watch. And a drugstore chain says it doesn't need cigarettes to turn a profit. Details next on WKYT News at 4.
Follow WKYT online at WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
On Wall Street, news that Republicans have taken control of the Senate sent the Dow and S&P 500 to record closes. The Dow jumping 101 points to close at 17,485. The S&P ended the day at 2,024. General Motors is making a major push to get people to get their recalled vehicles fixed. Earlier this year, GM recalled more than 2 million vehicles for faulty ignition switches. Those switches are linked to 30 deaths. According to the New York Times, only about half of GM owners have actually had their cars fixed. So GM is adding an incentive, a $25 gift card to several retailers. Some owners say they've tried to get their cars fixed but have been put on a waiting list. This holiday season, no worries about losing those popular plastic gift cards. A new report from Bankrate.com finds 59% of gift cards are now available electronically through email or a mobile app. Most people surveyed prefer general-purpose gift cards. Unfortunately, those cards usually charge higher fees that can range from $4 to $7. CVS says it doesn't need to sell cigarettes to make a lot of money. The company reported a 10% increase in revenue since last year. Even though so-called front-of-store sales fell, sales at the pharmacy picked up. CVS stopped selling tobacco products in September.
Afternoon, guys, from Nashville. Today is the day. We've been talking about it all week. The CMAs are here, and these guys are here too. Florida-Georgia line. Very exciting day for you. I mean, do you get used to a day like today?
No, I don't think you can. You know, it's always a good time. The vibe is always awesome. It's electric. The fans are always amazing to have in town, and it's always good to see your buddies and your friends and catch up. And more importantly, to be nominated, it gets your blood going, it gets your nerves going. So we're gonna be anxious all day waiting around, and excited to see what happens.
Nominated for Vocal Duo. Congratulations on that. But performing, can you give us a hint? Because you all always have something up your sleeve.
Yeah, we're performing Dirt.
Oh, you just asked him about that one.
I told him, I wish someone would have let me sing that song.
You can. You have a chance. I think they make karaoke tracks. Just give it your best, man. Just go for it.
Don't take it any farther than that, right?
A little fireball and then your best karaoke. Send us a video. We may take you on the road.
You guys have had a huge year. Talk a bit about that. And what do we have to look forward to for 2015?
It's been an awesome year. We've been out with Jason and Dean all year, and just kind of taking notes and studying up and getting ready for next year. We're going on our first worldwide headline tour all year next year. So we're taking Thomas Rhett and Frankie Ballard, and it's going to be a party. We've been looking forward to it for a long time, and can't wait for January.
Okay, well, have fun tonight. Can't wait to see you on the red carpet. Florida-Georgia line. Officer Don and Deanne out and about this afternoon.